just, not like a broken record sometimes, but we've got to figure out how to get these guys to play with a little more urgency, especially on offensive execution to start the games. You're going to drive into 7-footers and get your shot blocked and drive into crowds and create charges. It's just not conducive to winning, home or away or wherever. But we'll take these film lessons and go and teach, continue to teach again. I did like the way we fought back. I did like the way their energy was in the second half. We made a few adjustments and ran some stuff that they hadn't seen and got some scores out of it. But it just wasn't enough, against a team that's sometimes, they play great, sometimes they just play okay. But even when they're okay, they're pretty good. But tonight they were great. Shot the ball, fantastic. Cody's really shooting it at a high clip right now. When Cody and Caleb are playing connected like that, they're a tough team to beat. And Jordan obviously he's going to be that bulldozer and get things done on the glass. He had he had like 4 offensive rebounds in the first 5 or 6 minutes that were killers. We're down 13-7, and 5 of the points are him just getting a rebound and putting it back up. And you can't beat those guys unless you put bodies on them and get in their legs and get low, and low man wins. And we weren't low enough.
What do you think you need to do to close the gap in this program?
To close the gap on the beginning of the game, or what?
Just in general, where they are as a program.
Oh, there's no secret formula. It's just incremental progress. It's something that you're building a business, you're building a program. It just it takes a little time, and the foundation's in. However, we got to still put up some drywall, and we got to put the roof on, and we got a lot to do before the house is built. I do feel like, and I know this might not be perceived by some folks to be accurate, but I do feel like we are taking steps. But sometimes we're only getting an inch better. Sometimes we're getting 2 inches better. But tonight, I thought we were really good second half. I thought we did some good things, but for the most part, they're just, they were a better team on both occasions, and they beat us both times on those nights.
How important are these final 2 games? What do you say about this?
And I think, obviously they're important. Wherever we end up, we end up, and we've got to be better than Saturday than we were tonight. And we got to be better against Colorado State than we were against Boise. So we've just got to keep getting better, man. I know it sounds like a broken record, but it's just the only way to build it. I don't know any other way than to just grind them up, teach them, and just keep working hard. And they are. They've had really good practices. They've stayed together the whole year. We haven't had any internal drama with the locker room. They're handling business off the court, but we have to win. You can't get to games like San Diego State and let that one slip away. That's a game that you got to win if you get that close and you get to winning time. It's good for them and their confidence, and it will enable them to have that feel good necessary. Winning begats winning. So we'll get there. Hopefully it'll be sooner than later. We got Saturday a big game at home, so we gotta answer the bell.
Do you want your players? I would say these 2 games against UNR sort of both played out the same way, similarly. Do you want your guys to want another crack at them? Like if it comes to pass in the tournament, do you want them to want it again?
You as a competitor, right? You want to play whoever is in front of you that's an obstacle to your end game. But we have a couple other teams. We played Utah State once. We played Fresno State once. So, I'm sure they'd like to get revenge on whoever we lost to. But we don't know where we're going to end up. And so, to answer your question, Mike, I think in brief, I don't think it'll matter who we match up with. I think that's a different time of year, and you're either playing at the highest urgency that you're capable of, or you're not. And so, if that equates to a wins, and then you advance, you survive and advance.
If you do play them again, how do you better match up defensively against the Martin twins with
Too
small
early
guards
to
where they
tell.
can rise up over you? How do you fix it?
You hit me too early with that one.
Yeah.
I haven't watched a lick of tape, and obviously we've thought about it and tried to process for tonight's game how to do a better job against them. But with that being said, they played their tails off. They made tough shots, deep shots. Sometimes things are what they are in terms of, on a particular night. The good news is every night isn't always the same. Will they continue to shoot at that clip? But if they play us again, who knows? We can do some things differently to try to minimize and play maybe Cody a little bit different now that he's shooting the three well. You can come off certain guys and help. But they just got so many weapons on the floor at any given time. It's tough to say we're going to trap this guy or we're going to roll run for this guy. So we played some zone, we played some matchup zone, we played some man, we played some full court. We tried a lot of different things. And unfortunately, none of them were successful to win the game. So there were some things that we did in the second half that I liked that might be able to carry over.
All right.
They got off to a hot start. You guys were down early. What was the mindset to try and dig your way out of that?
Get stops, really. That was the name of the game for us, and continue to do that, put us in better shape in the first half.
Did this feel like the first meeting between these two teams where they also got off to a big lead and you guys were spent most of the game trying to battle back into it?
Yeah, it was pretty much same game as the first game. Came out slow, but we beat them in the second half once again. But you got to put two halves together.
How tough a challenge is that when they got such a big length advantage on you guys?
I didn't really find it much of a challenge, but they are kind of big for the most part. So if we just keep guys in front of us and space them out on offense, I think it'll put us in better shape.
So is there a frustration level for you to come in here and not be able to compete or to not compete closer than you did maybe in the first meeting or not make up any of that gap from the first time?
I'm frustrated after every loss, so whether it's this game or another game, if we lose, I'm still going to be frustrated.
If you see these guys again, say in the conference tournament, what's the confidence level that you guys can win this game as opposed to the first two games?
Just come out, play better first half, get stops, put two halves together, win the game.